Hello, uh, fans of Rime of the Frostmaiden on Hoth. Um, this Star Wars story picks up uh, right at the end of last session. We still had some audio issues, so that's why I'm talking right now. What happened was in the morning, the group split up. They kind of were a little groggy and angry with each other, calling each other out. Caudium went to go talk to the Ugnaughts at Atenis's hut. He spoke with Jarthra and Erthild, and they uh, talked about that some information, which will be revealed later. Um, and the rest of the group went to go talk to Hlyn Gangrybane, which was the lead for another bounty from Atenis. If you don't know, Hlyn's last name, Gangrybane, references a creature called the Gangry, which are they're a cousin to the Wampa on Hoth. They're kind of these large, bluish black skinned creatures with long claws and big tusks, and they're generally not to be messed with. But that's where her last name comes from. Just a little tidbit. And uh, the rest of the group wanted to learn about the murders that had been going on in the bounty. So the group kind of were calling each other out. They spoke via napkins and they used some charming techniques on Hlyn. And then they came back together and had a bit of a conversation about what they learned. This is a spoiler heavy session because I left in some private conversations that were like in private rooms. I'm going to keep doing that going forward, but if you are a player of mine and you don't want to get spoiled by some things that other players wanted to keep secret, then don't watch this episode. And I'm going to give them a warning of, how to do that going forward, because I think they're good conversations that it would be cool for the audience to see. But I don't know how the players feel about all of that being out there, because then they can watch it and then so we'll have a conversation about that going forward for what that means for YouTube. But in the meantime, enjoy.
So what kept you here,
What
Cordo?
else?
I mean, you've had multiple
I have-
chances to leave.
Have I? Have I had chances to leave Mandalorian?
Well, we haven't kept you here.
Yeah. So where am I to go, Mandalorian? If in these deserted towns, I need a squad. That's my.
Somehow stumbled your entire way across the planet because I know the battle was on the opposite end of this planet. Somehow you made it here, of all places where a Jedi and a Mandalorian are.
Well, that's my question. Why are you sticking with them? I mean, you guys are exactly the opposite of each other. I don't understand. You guys have completely different values when it comes to Imperials and Rebels and former Jedi.
I know we disagree, but what I've learned in the past week is that even though we. Yes, Mandalorian, I can jump time too. I've learned in the past 3 days that I can trust you all with my life, even though we disagree.
Let me real quick double check
We
to
are,
make sure there's
we
audio.
are a squad.
I want to make sure there's audio in the other recordings I've done.
Okay.
Oh.
That's so stupid.
If not, we can just do like a stickman animation of our time signs.
Everyone be quiet real quick. Everyone be quiet.
Well, now that we've called each other out on all of our garbage, tell me about the murders.
There was
I'm the only one who's sober right now.
Trust
So
okay.
the bounty hunter suspects a certain person described as being weird with the cold, doesn't wear a cloak or anything to keep warm. They're a human, which is weird to be able to stand the cold of such a planet. And he works for a traveling merchant group that is already known to be shady. The murders are all happening in towns that do the live sacrifice on the new moon as well.
So
So,
East Haven would be one of them.
yes, and there could have been a murder last night, but it hasn't come through the channels yet.
Sure. It's convenient that they do murders on the night of the human sacrificing.
And they're
Yeah.
not the sacrifices.
Yeah, the bounty hunter believed it might have something to do with almost a honor killing with people who might be shady enough to remove their names from the draw, meaning that the weird human is doing the work of the Frostmaiden, is what she said. One of the things that connects them all
the
to is
Frostmaiden.
a dagger made of ice through the heart of all the victims.
A dagger made of ice through the heart of all the victims, huh? Well,
Yes.
that's not hard to find here on this planet.
No. But the ability to make a weapon out of ice is
It's clearly a craft. That's definitely a specialist skill.
yes. Something a merchant might have, or something more unnatural.
Possibly. Seems to add up with everything that I've learned in the last little bit about what goes on this planet.
Yes, Caddy.
What would
let
that
us know.
be?
Let us know how to go.
Let me
Or how
start
it-
with by the Sunblight family are apparently all force sensitive.
Who the hell's the Sunblight family?
What
Remember
a
the guy?
name.
Nildar, remember? Big dude, almost killed most of us.
Yes.
Oh,
Yeah,
I see. Yeah.
Nildar. His father especially, who apparently the Ugnaughts of this planet view as some kind of hero. The legend I've heard says that apparently Zardarok, Nildar's father, studied the ways of the Force and apparently set a bunch of Ugnaughts free on their homeworld from the Empire and brought them here to mine the Chardalin.
So one of the things I learned in the fortress about Zardarok, was mostly about Nildar reaching into the minds of the Ugnaughts of the fortress, was that they were incessantly desperate to please Zardarok. I've seen this kind of behavior before, and it's typically associated with dark side acolytes.
Well, that makes a lot of sense considering what I just learned about Chardalin. The locket that I pulled off of Rugged is imbued with dark side energy, or what I can only assume is dark side energy.
I see that.
My analysis of it determines that basically it's going through an ionization process, which for those of you less intelligent people sitting here at the table, that means that it's imbued with very negative energy.
I'm
Bad
gonna
vibes,
accidentally
I'd say.
spill my drink on you when I shuffle and move real quick.
I'm just gonna like glance down and then glance at you and just shake it off, basically. Go back to my conversation. Jarthra seems to believe that essentially Chardalin can take on whatever power it's imbued with. She made it seem that way anyway. She treated it almost like it was a battery, like it's imbued with energy and it's focused and can be expelled.
It seems similar to the crystals we use to power our lightsabers.
Curious.
It seems similar to Kyber in most aspects. I feel like I need to
Probably.
see both the crystal and the locket.
I will show you them when we're not in public here.
I agree.
Are we the only ones in the inn? Right now.
Besides
minus
the
the
bar,
innkeeper.
besides the bartender, yeah.
What else did I learn? I learned Danica, who the lady who is very in tune with spirits, may potentially be a Jedi.
What was her name?
Danica, the
Another.
lady who was in tune with the spirits.
I'd very much like to speak with her.
Shambodar wasn't there.
And it's almost like you could have used an extra person with your little party there.
Not in that situation. I had it covered.
Well, it'd just be nice to be someone who speaks Sherry Wolf. I must ask, Mando, how much of my culture do you know of?
I spent nearly a year with your people.
So I've heard stories of a Mandalorian who spent time on Kashyyyk before the true collapse.
I'm sure that most of the stories you've heard are true.
Are they now?
You tell me. What do you know?
I just heard of someone incredibly honorable. And someone who any Wookiee can trust if they meet them.
I've always viewed myself as a friend of the Wookiees, so I would say that is true.
Well, good. I trust you more than everyone else here then.
Well, it's a good thing no one else here knows what you're saying then, now is it?
I will say, while they can't understand me, the Imperial and the Zabrak are both honorable people.
They seem to be. I trust them. So, and I kind of like look over at them and like do a like an honorable kind of nod to them. So
I nod again and slam my head against the table.
I'm gonna cheers in your way and spill more beer on you.
this is fine. I just kind of like do the shoulder brush thing and.
I just stay slumped on the table. Like I don't even try to move back. I'm so depressed.
Son, can you reach over and make sure he's alive?
He's fine. He's fine. Don't worry about that guy.
I will tell you, Mando, I do owe a life debt to the Imperial.
I know.
Although I must say, I sense that he is Imperial no longer.
It remains to be seen. We'll see.
But the way he came in and what I sensed on him at the time, while he was very misguided, I do not believe he is a inherently evil person. Plus, he's
Side note, I need you to know that the background music that's playing while you're saying this is Rebellions Are Built on Hope from and it's like very, very like inspiring right now. So this is
Oh, you should read my dissertation.
His napkin notes.
Oh Lord. I don't think I'm going to do that. But if his views on it are the same as mine, which I imagine most of them are, then I'm sure we feel the same. So,
yes.
I don't know how much help you two are going to be since you're, as I wrote in my notes here, Pios drunk.
Agree to disagree.
I raise my hand up.
I look over at Bodar and I say there are two people that I'd like to go see next. I'd like to go see Trovis and I'd like to go see Danica.
I would also like to see Danica specifically.
Is she the possible Jedi one?
Yes.
Let's go, family reunion.
What do you know of the Jedi?
Oh, I don't. I just figured with Bodar.
Son,
I say family reunion.
I just figured, we could all be one big happy family.
Son, where are you from?
I'm from Iridonia.
That's a good question to ask.
And you decided to join the rebellion one day? Like, you're on Hoth of all places.
Well, I'm 25. I hadn't gotten out much, really. This is the only other planet that I've been on.
Are you serious?
Yeah, I haven't really traveled. And as soon as I caught wind that there was a rebel presence out here, I hopped on the cheapest flight I could find out.
Oh, very well. Okay.
Southern Space Lines.
Well, with that said, in that spirit,
It was Frontier, actually.
In that spirit, let's go meet ourselves a Jedi, another Jedi.
Possibly.
Okay. You all stumble or walk, strongly out of the.
Strongly.
Can I stumble strongly?
Oh, you're stumbling strongly.
I'm stumbling.
And a bundled up figure walks briskly up to you.
Where are we?
Right outside the inn.
Okay.
Well met. You lot seem like you're looking for work or trouble. you wouldn't be standing around in this cold otherwise.
I
Seems
did
like
not
trouble
agree
almost
to
found
walk.
us.
Depends on who's asking.
My name is Danica Greysteel.
Danica Greysteel, you wouldn't be the supposed Jedi that I've heard a lot about, have you?
Oh,
That's a
Kadium,
cool last name.
I wouldn't call myself a Jedi.
So I walk up to her and just put my paw on her shoulder and nod in an almost Oriental style bow.
It's been a while, Bodar.
It's been a while, too long, to see another who wields the blades.
You know each other.
Family reunion.
Can Sana and I be holding each other up, like if we were just drunkenly walking around?
I'll allow it.
Sorry. Anyway, so I say that
she begins walking you through the town.
Oh, here we go.
Okay.
Back at it again.
My understanding from attendance is that you are in touch with some spirits to get rid of the winter.
Yes, I have found
Bye.
that
We're supposed to be walking. Where are we going?
Oh my god.
you're walking.
Method
You're walking
acting.
not that
Method
way. You're
acting.
walking this way. You're walking this way.
I accidentally. Oh, okay,
Yep.
going back.
Method
Okay,
acting.
thank
I
you.
love it. I love it.
She says, there are these very tiny, elemental spirits. They're called chawingas.
Here they are.
Yes, they are. They have some ability to alter their natural surroundings, and I have seen a few inhabiting 10 towns.
Okay.
What nature are these spirits?
What do you mean by asking that?
What do you feel from them? Good, evil, the natural world?
Let's find out. Chawinga.
He's basically asking you, what does that mean to us?
Yeah.
Essentially.
Light side, dark side. Can't there just be a cool side?
They don't really. They're more mischievous than anything, but they seem wise, nonetheless.
Is this a job opportunity?
For those who are interested in money, I will give the group 250 credits.
We're interested.
Wait.
Well, hey,
Yeah, the
hey,
last.
hey,
Yeah.
I remember
Hold
seeing
on.
a lot more zeros on the last job, and that's per person.
Yeah, the bounty
Man,
hunter.
there were. What did he
person?
offer?
There were more zeros than that.
He offered 1,000 credits.
Per person?
Not per person, just in
No,
general.
just per group.
Matt misspoke.
Somebody do the math. Somebody do the math on that.
Look, there's nothing we can do.
That'd be 250
There's nothing
per
we
person
can
as
do
well.
about a traveling band of murderers when we can help somebody here in town right now. So
The chawingas are able to be sensed with the Force, but I've also created a tracker that can track not just chawingas, but spirits of their kind.
Joey still knows no bounds.
is there a way that I could integrate that into my armor?
Possibly.
Like on a wrist gauntlet type
She
deal?
pulls out a device from under her cloak. And
What does this device look like?
it's a small box, and taller than it is wide. And it has a handle on the side and a button, and there's a screen, and you can kind of see and
You're literally
scan for.
describing the Ghostbusters box, aren't you?
I was not on purpose, but yes.
If the shoe fits.
I don't know why that just dawned on me, but it did.
Man.
She says, "I've been looking all over this town, but there are no Chewingas here.
Then
I know they're on this planet.
then what do you need us for?
Go to the other settlements, continue the search. I'm afraid I may not be able to make the trek from town to town. I'm getting a lot older than I used to be."
We understand.
So both of these tasks we've now learned about would take us from town to town. So I guess really it comes down to personal preference.
To be honest, all of the quests that we have so far will take us from town to town because there's a little bit more amplifying information to the other one. So,
Which towns for these
well,
spirits?
East Haven seems to be a common one, but
I suggest you bring them back to me, and I can speak with them, study them, and maybe they will help us solve the unbalanced climate of Hoth.
did you give
Anakin,
them the
do
name
you feel...
Chewingas?
One at a time.
Go ahead, Tyler.
Did you give them the name Chewingas? I need to know.
No, they match a legend I read. And Hothan
Very well.
culture suggests that these have been on Hoth for a long time.
Very well.
I was going to say, Danica, do you know
I'll type the word.
what's calling it
so you
unbalanced
Please.
on Hoth?
That's exactly what I thought it was.
What was that?
Do you know what's causing the unbalance on Hoth? We have found some information, but I was curious of what you called through the Force.
All I can tell is that it's unnatural. Something's not right.
Would it surprise you to learn that a Sith apparently was here a long time ago and built a tower out of a very nice, shiny block of metal that is now called Chardelin?
There's a Sith here now?
That's my question.
Imperial.
I mean, I don't know anything about any Sith. Yeah,
I
anyways.
sense that the Sith have been on Hoth for a long time.
We may need your help eventually.
You can always find me here in Caer-Konig. I protect this town.
I do an honorable bow then.
It was good to see you again, Danica.
I give her a thumbs up.
She waves her hand and says, "Don't do that here. We don't need anyone else to know."
Well, some people in this town already suspect
Understood.
you might be Jedi, so
I will take care of that. She waves her hand.
very well.
You don't want to tell me any to 6.
Okay. So which one of us has the device?
Which one of you grabbed it?
Well, I was looking it over to see if I could integrate it into my armor without carrying this block.
Okay.
But
You can maybe try see if you can transfer it to your visor or something. It's like an extra.
can I use my analyze technique? I'm gonna use my analyze function on it. Hang on.
On the device?
Yeah, I'm touching it right now.
Go ahead and yeah, there you go.
Is it 1 or 2 tech points? How does that? Do you know?
What does it say?
I think it's 2. Hang on. It doesn't, but it's a level 1. So
It would be 1 then. I think that's how that works.
okay.
Yeah, if it's slotted in your level 1, just like force points.
Okay, so 2 would be 2, 3 would be 3, blah blah blah. Okay.
Mhm.
Cool.
this is a modified item. It's the Lantern of Tracking.
Oh.
But obviously it's not a real lantern. I'll type this in here. It works, all the numbers would be the same, and it is keyed to elementals.
Okay, well, I'm copying and pasting that for sure. Okay.
So the good thing about this is if we ever do get split up, I do not need lanterns to find the spirits.
Yeah, she said they can be detected through the force.
Yes.
Yes.
Speaking of, Boder, I need to speak to you privately later.
We can go to the side now if you'd like, Mando.
Boy, they sure like their secrets.
They sure
kinda-
do.
All right, yeah, if you
Glenn.
guys want to do that.
Yeah, go brawl in the snow. You two.
Brawl in the
yeah,
snow.
Brawl?
You
I
two
think I'm a
go.
little
You two
too
go.
drunk.
Go into a private room.
Copy.
The private room.
Oh, okay.
The two. Yeah.
Oh God.
All right.
Let's turn on the camera. Oh, Discord, you can do it. Discord decided to crash.
Aww.
That's fun.
Yeah.
Well, welcome back.
Aww.
Okay, so what are you guys going to talk about?
Yes, Mando, what would you like to
so-
ask me?
I am going to pull the lockets and another piece of Chardolin out and hold them in the palms of each of my hands and say, "Look over these with the force.
Okay.
And see if you feel any differences between them."
So I'll go ahead and roll my charisma then.
Yep.
Okay. No, I should have done it to whatever. Okay. So
Which
that's
one was
for
this for?
let's just do the Chardolin first.
Okay. You immediately sense the dark side of the force within this object.
So I recoil slightly with my spur standing on end. So yeah. Definitely dark side. And then I'll reach out with the force with the other one as well. And I'll do that just to jam.
Just to clarify, that was the piece of Chardolin that was inside the locket?
No. That was just the piece of Chardolin.
Oh,
Yeah, so this is for the locket. And I guess the piece inside the locket, which I didn't know about.
okay. The piece that was outside the locket.
What is it, 10?
You feel when you feel it, you feel that it wants to consume your power.
Interesting.
It wants to bring it in. It seems ready to accept something that you would imbue into it.
Mhm.
The locket, you can tell, is Sith technology.
Okay.
You can feel the dark side of the force emanating from it, and you sense it's dangerous.
And both of these are not work of any non-force sensitive. These are both something that you would only find as artifacts in places that I would say most people should not go. The locket is definitely Sith.
The locket is definitely Sith. As for the material, you're not sure.
Gotcha. It's definitely Sith. I don't know what it's made out of, but it was definitely made by Sith hands. I've been around this galaxy long enough to understand when something looks Sith, and I understand the technology. And this is definitely from their homeworld technology, meaning not some pretender, not some acolyte. The Chardolin itself feels almost like a void.
Like it wants something.
Yes. I would say it's similar to what I would imagine a kyber crystal that has been stripped of all power feels like. Whereas a
matches up
kyber
with
crystal emanates power.
That matches
This
up
is,
with what
I've
Jarth
never,
told me.
I haven't thought about this, but the idea of a Charterland lightsaber is insanely awesome to me.
Yeah, I know.
I-
To be honest, I was just kind of thinking about that.
I
That was
won't
kind of
lie,
why I
that's
pulled
what I was
Bodar
thinking
aside.
at.
That was kind of why I pulled Bodar aside, to be honest with you.
Yeah, that's kind of what I was hinting at that I want to do. But that's sorry. I keep comparing it to a Kyber crystal.
I'm writing this down.
Yeah, because I do have the ability to craft lightsabers. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, you have artificer's tools, don't you?
Yep.
Okay. And the fact that you're a Jedi kind of means you can, do these things normally. So
Yes. Crafting lightsaber would not be difficult, and trading out my simple blue kyber for a Shardland crystal should not be all that difficult either.
yeah. Well, okay.
I would
so
have to
you-
take a long rest to bond with it, though. Sorry.
Okay. So anyway, I'll imagine that you've told me all of that. Okay, and then I'll
Yes.
say that I said that matches with what Jarthra told me and what my scans of the one inside of the locket revealed as well. She makes it seem like you can just imbue it with some kind of energy. So I kind of want you to teach me how to use the Force.
Have you used the Force before? It's not something one can just purely teach.
I met the Jedi Ahsoka Tano once on Mandalore, and
Ahsoka Tano.
oh, you know her.
Many Jedi know Ahsoka Tano.
Oh, wonderful. Well, she had that way about her, I suppose.
She was also apprenticed to one of our most powerful.
That explains a lot. The personality, if you will.
I wish I had met them in person to tell you one way or the other.
She did kind of teach me. She told me that the Force it flows through all things, and then she taught me how to meditate. And I don't know. I've never done anything with the Force, like waving your magical tricks around or anything like that. But
Can I roll Force my charisma to essentially sense his Force ability?
Yes.
Okay, I'll roll that charisma real quick. Damn.
He is not very sensitive,
Okay,
but with proper training, could reach that state.
gotcha. So, Mando, I do sense the Force in you. So, first and foremost, I must tell you that I am no longer a Jedi.
yeah,
I
kind
left
of
the
got that.
Order. I was a part of the once proud Jedi Order before the Clone Wars. Well before the Clone Wars. When the Republic was still a beacon of hope.
I didn't know that was
throughout the
ever a time, but anyway.
Yeah, this is probably much before your time. This is back before the most recent Mandalorian Civil War.
Most recent. How old are you?
I'm 157 galactic cycles old.
The last Mandalorian Civil War was almost 50 years ago.
Yeah, I
My
was
father
already
fought
100.
in it.
I was already 100.
God.
Yes, I am what Wookiee would call middle age, but to most species, I am much older than they will ever hope to become.
Very well. If
But I will
offer
tell you-
this Shardland crystal, will you take it?
Yes, I shall. I have some ideas of what to do with it.
Okay. Let me.
I have a few, just in case one breaks, and I say that.
I need an empty one for sure.
Well, then take this one.
Yes. Taste.
As I hand it to you, I'm also going to tell you that I learned that Nildar's father, Zardarak, might have learned some dark side. Might be aligned with the dark side. I'm unsure, but I'm going to go off of what the experiments that I'm seeing and everything I've learned about Chardalyn, that it's a safe bet.
Yeah, I have a feeling that it can be possibly combined with other force imbued objects such as kyber crystals. I have some suspicions of what it could possibly mean, as well as what it was originally used for.
I need to go back and ask Danica another question. I recently learned from Earthhild that the aurora in this long winter that affects the planet wasn't here when he first arrived.
Yeah, and I can also sense a very strong power coming from that aurora. A very strong power. But before we part ways back to the rest of the group, I must tell you, I will take you on as an apprentice. But I must tell you, I am not your typical Jedi, as I said before. I walk a different path, the path of an older, much wiser order.
I spent time with your people. I can imagine how you are as a Jedi, so...
That's funny, because you are correct. The way the Wookiees and my planet and the way we value honor.
Just this is just kind of so you all know, Danica is half Sarayan.
Half what?
Sarian.
Oh, Saranian, okay.
What does a Sarian look like again?
They're the people with the big heads, the tall heads.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah, be like, okay, cool. And how has nobody put together that she's a Jedi yet?
Some people have.
Anyway.
But she's making sure that she stays secretive.
Yeah. Okay.
Syrian.
Okay.
You said she's half Syrian?
Yeah.
Okay.
What does the other half look like?
Human. Half Syrian, half human.
So just like a smaller head crest, probably, yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, cool. Gotcha. Because they're already pretty human. Let's say. Yeah. Use your best scad that I've seen you use multiple times. That is your blade, and you will honor your blade. Just like Mandalorians already do, if I remember your culture correctly, from my younger days.
You are correct, but at one point the Beskad was also used to combat Jedi, so... and Sith, I suppose.
Jedi, Sith, Mandalorian, Force users, non-Force users. The Force connects us all, and we are all one with the Force. So at the end of the day, remember that as you use the Force and as you wield weapons against others, you are simply wielding weapons against your own self. Do you understand that?
My father said something similar when he taught me how to use the Beskad, so... yes.
Okay. When you're as old as I am, you find that many cultures have the same teaching for something as simple as honoring your blade and honoring the Force around you. They might be called different things, and it might be called different cultures, but it all means the same thing.
Very well. Let's rejoin the others.
All right.
Sounds good to me.
Speak
back.
of the devils.
Hey.
There's only one devil here.
I think from now on, for recording purposes, and so we keep things like consistent, I won't leave the chat room. I'll ask you guys to leave the chat room.
Okay.
So
that's
that
fine.
we can just so that I don't have to keep setting it back up.
Cool.
Is Danica still near us?
No, Danica left.
Okay. Well, I'll make a note to track her down later. I'd like to go speak with Trovis if you guys want to join.
Yeah,
Sure.
I guess I'll join you with the Trandoshan. Still don't trust
And
him.
then afterwards, maybe we can enjoy a good round of sparring and probably rearm and equip before, just our next adventure.
I am in agreement with this.
I like adventures.
All right,
I'm sure you do, Imperial.
To Trovis we go, I guess.
All right, Trovis's home is the speaker's house.
To the speaker's house. Away! I guess I'll stand outside the door once we all arrive and knock.
No.
He knows how to
A
knock.
I
drunk,
will.
a drunk Trandoshan opens the door. Ugh.
Relatable.
Greetings, Trovis.
I'm so happy you guys got rid of those, like, Ugnaughts, I guess.
Do you have something against Ugnaughts?
No, but they were stealing from my people, and that's pretty messed up.
It is very messed up, and we stopped that, so I don't think you have to worry about that from them. So
At least that's what we think.
at least we think.
Do you think the problem is gonna persist?
I think you have bigger problems.
Oh,
We are
feel
unsure.
free to tell me what my problems are.
Oh, you speak Shariwok. Oh, Lord.
I mean, he is a Trandoshan. He probably hunted on Kashyyyk many of his lives.
Okay, let's not fight.
So I think we should.
It wouldn't be much of a fight.
If you guys want to have a brawl, we're going to go to the ruined Caer, but we're not going to do it right now because
No
we
offense,
came here-
Wookie. No offense, Wookie. I'm not a fighter. I'm merely a politician.
A rare thing for a Trandoshan.
Very well. You said your piece, Bodar. Let us continue on with our business.
Mm.
Maybe come inside, Trovis.
Sure. Yeah, come inside. The speaker's house is much nicer than the surrounding homes. Made of stone and wood, held together.
This is a lovely place you have here.
Thank you. You see the heraldry of Caer-Konig on the wall, which is a white fish silhouette rising out from the center of a blue shield. It has a white border on all sides. Trovis says, the fish signifies the local trade, and the broken border represents the snow and the harbor surrounding the town.
Beautiful.
Have
I'm
any
gonna
of you-
vomit on
have
your
any of
floor.
you
I'm
been-
gonna vomit on your floor, by the way.
Oh, splendid.
Oh, I'm sure you're used to that. So
In the corner is a taxidermied Wookiee.
I knew it.
you just had to go there, didn't you?
All right. This guy's getting intimidated because
Whoa, chill.
I'm rolling intimidation.
Whoa. That's not a real Wookiee. I promise you.
Mm.
Simply a statue.
You're welcome. You're welcome to go examine it, Bodar.
It was given to me by my father. It's the one thing I have from him.
So it probably is real.
He assured me it wasn't real.
Very well. I'm not concerned with taxidermied Wookiees. No offense, Bodar. As much as that angers me. We've come here to discuss, well...
Can I go with
A few-
Bodar to examine it?
Yeah,
a
sure.
few things. Go for it, Bodar.
Hey.
You could do investigation.
I'm looking at you said investigation?
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay.
Huh, whoops.
Oh.
It's definitely a real Wookiee.
Okay.
Ooh.
So I don't even draw
Sorry.
anything. I just go up to him and grab him by the scruff of his shirt and lift him up. I will roll for that. God damn it!
What is the meaning of this? I
That is
am
real.
speaker of this town.
You're about to be dead of this time.
I run
Bodar.
up to Bodar and I try to calm him down. I do
You
the
don't even
hand
move.
signal. I do the right hand up signal.
No.
I would like to draw my best guide in an overarching manner over my head, kind of like I'm raising my hand, basically, like, you know, the salute with the sword kind of deal. Like, I say I'm like a commanding voice to Boda, release him now.
I'll release him when his arms are on this floor.
Release him now.
Look,
I'm having a great
if
time.
you don't like
Still
it, I
vomiting.
will get rid of it. I'll give it to you. You can have it.
No,
You
we
will give
understand
me a
it's
corpse.
we understand it's your father's. Christ, what a situation. Okay. Can we meet at the bar, please? I think I need a drink.
Yeah.
I would be happy to go to the bar.
Let's meet at the bar.
Why?
If it pleases your
Let's
sweet
go to
scorekeeper.
hook, line, and sinker. That's my favorite bar.
All right, we
All
haven't
right,
gone
I
there.
put him down, but I like kind of just toss him.
I resheath my best guide, and we all kind of
He's
depart the
on the
premises
floor,
together.
and he gets up. He walks you to
Hook, line, and sinker.
the hook, line, and sinker. Outside of the bar is a table, and there's a man there, and he says, "You get one beer free coming in here. No exceptions."
All right.
Very well.
He
Even I
throws
can't turn down that.
he throws a pint in each of your hands.
It'd
This
be
is the best day
dishonorable
ever.
not to accept this.
What did you say?
Can
What did you say?
Matt, can I investigate the pint of beer?
How?
Like,
Yes, how?
I just want to investigate.
Sip.
I don't
You know,
know.
The old
a little
sip.
sniff.
The old sippy sip.
Sip, a little,
You sip,
a little
the old
sniff.
sippy
That's
sip.
gonna be.
I want to sniff
That's
it first.
Sniff's perception.
Perception. Okay.
Sip is investigation.
It's bold. Get some mystery.
It is a fairly strong ale.
Right. Hey
He's
guys,
like,
it's a
"Get
fairly
that from
strong
me."
ale.
Wonderful, Cordo, wonderful. Very well. Okay, Travis, I have come to discuss a few things with you. If you have some time, since we're all gathered here at this bar,
Yeah. Sure.
I've come to ask you a little bit more about Tin Towns and the history and what all. I've come to ask you a little bit about that.
Okay. Yeah. Sure. I mean, 10 Towns is fairly new. It's not that old, but most of us have come here to find a new life. You know.
Sure, but when you arrived here, did you all just agree to be the settlers of the or the speakers of the 10 towns? Like, you're not elected, you're not. How did that work?
I was voted as speaker.
Oh, cool. Are all the speakers
He
elected?
waves. He says, "Hey, let's get a line over here." And they, a waiter comes over with another rack of beers and brings it over to you guys.
I'd like to say
And
that I haven't started drinking my first
He
one yet.
throws credits to the waiter.
Oh, nice.
So you both get voted in by fools and then take advantage of them, I see.
You know, I really like this guy.
It's not antagonizing just yet.
Oh, no, I don't like him.
What can you tell us, Travis? What can you tell us to East Haven?
Oh, East Haven. Look, it's a fine city. I've been there, but I can't get over them burning people alive.
They burn people alive. How interesting.
Yes.
Do you know if different towns do different ways of sacrifice, or do they all burn?
I've heard different ways of sacrifice. Some leave them out, tie them to a post, and leave them out for whatever comes in the night to take them. Some burn them alive. Some hang them.
Have you ever seen what actually comes in the middle of the night?
He kind of gets closer. He says, I've seen some things. Trying to stay up late, look for these Ugnaughts, which I didn't know they were Ugnaughts at the time. I've seen a manner of creatures.
I'm surprised he
Ask
doesn't have
Strokes.
air corpses in his house.
What did you ask?
Ignore him.
Sorry.
Honestly, I'm surprised you don't have their corpses in your house.
Ignore him.
Okay, I was too afraid to do anything.
Hmm.
But what did you see?
Let's see if I can. All right.
Can I ask Trovis a question related to the?
Let me answer him first.
Okay.
Look, this everlasting aurora between you and me. It's not actually. I don't think it's the Frostmaiden or real.
What do you think it is?
There's a group of Imperials, purge troopers, that call themselves
Great.
the Arcane Brotherhood.
The Arcane Brotherhood.
I believe
And-
they're plotting
And what kind of troopers are these?
purge
Purge.
troopers.
Oh, wonderful.
They work directly for Darth Vader, from what I understand.
Oh.
They've been plotting to take over 10 towns. We don't allow that, obviously. Last I heard, there was one.
You fought off a bunch of purge troopers.
We did a while back.
These must be Generation 2 TK Purge Troopers.
Interesting.
There was, in the town East Haven, and this is why I caution you to go there. It said that, or I recently got letter that one of them was caught.
One of the Arcane Brotherhood.
Yes, and I believe Valish Gant is behind it all.
Valish Gant, huh?
He's locked.
Who is this Vader Scant?
That is a great question because I've not seen that before.
I mean, it sounds Imperial.
It does sound very Imperial.
So they're already here. So they're still here. Not only are they have they been here, but there's
Calling themselves the Arcane Brotherhood, I have a feeling they are no longer connected to the Greater Empire.
There is a remote prison called Revel's End that Valish Gant was locked in.
And what was the name of this place?
Revel's End,
Revel's End. What a name.
which was recently featured in the D&D movie, if any of you saw it.
Mm-hmm.
Great movie, by the way.
Let's see if I can.
Very well. Would you be able to tell us where this?
It doesn't make Valish Gant any less dangerous being a member of the Arcane Brotherhood, and I believe someone should find out what he knows.
Very well. Can you describe to us the rough area of where you think Revel's End might be?
Oh, where is Revel's End?
And I kind of like pull up my my hollow map on my wrist pad or whatever, so that way you can.
It's got to be somewhere, right?
One would hope.
All right, let's move to the
It
hollow
is
map.
somewhere.
It is on the map. Revel's End. And I'll mark Sunblight as well. If it will let me. What the heck? Oh, I forgot. I have to move the roads away.
Well, you already marked some blight, didn't you? It's the little diamond
Yeah,
on
but
the south side.
I want to give it words.
Okay.
Hold on, we're doing this again.
Oh god.
Please work. There. No, not perfect. There. Okay. Remind me to never move the map again. Okay.
Lord
Rebel's
Jesus.
End. Rebel's End is up here.
Damn.
Far ways away.
Bit of a trek.
Yeah, a bit.
He says, "What was your initial question?" So I can make sure
What the creature that comes in the night and takes people for the new moon is.
Oh, he says, I saw someone lurking around at night,
Someone.
and
Do they happen to be a human?
It was a human, and they had. The reason I didn't confront them was because they had weapons.
Were they
They had
wearing
strong glass
cold
doors.
weather gear?
They were wearing cold weather gear, yes.
They were. Interesting.
Did you see any lights in the sky last night, Jovis?
Yes, the aurora comes almost every night.
Oh, I mean, there's a glimmering speck I saw last night.
I did not
Looking out
see
my
a
window.
glimmering speck. I didn't pay much attention. It happens every night.
A glimmering speck. What do you mean?
I'm not sure. It was just sparkling, blinking, almost the edge of the aurora. I don't know. And I thought I was drunk last night, so I thought it was something. But now that you bring up all this stuff that's happening on the new moon, I thought I should at least let you guys know.
Anyone else see this?
Yes.
Did you guys stay up?
No, well, not
I did.
not like that.
All I did was sense immense power coming from it.
The plot thickens.
And I know Michael's going to ask Travis something. Do you remember what you said? Can I ask Travis something?
Oh, that was it. That was the thing I was
Okay.
asking about.
Gotcha.
Yeah, the speck.
We'll
Can
go
you describe
until
the
we'll go until
sparkling light?
7:30. By the way.
Okay.
I can.
Okay.
I mean, it was just glimmering on the edge of the aurora. It was moving around in the sky pretty quickly.
So it wasn't stationary?
No.
Was it aliens?
I mean, we're...
This is the Star Wars universe.
The entire Star Wars universe is filled with aliens, Bailey.
That's what I'm saying.
It could have been a ship, maybe.
I would think it was a ship, but the fact that it happened
all
on
the
the
ships
moon.
have been crashing lately.
Yes, we know.
Oh.
Mine crashed.
Yeah.
Well, if it is a shipwreck, maybe we could go find it.
I could use a ship.
Did you see where in the sky it was? It
was-
stopped north, south.
It was on the edge of the aurora. I'm not exactly sure location-wise where it was.
You were also pissed drunk, so that's fair.
Yeah.
Very well. I suppose it's not really that big of an issue. Very well. Okay. I had another question I was going to ask Travis. Hang on. Have you guys ever considered rebuilding the ruined Caer?
Doesn't say anything about the Caer. Just says that it's ruined.
Guess that's a no.
We've thought about it, but you know, nothing lasts forever in this cold. It breaks down everything. So
That's fair. Very well. To that, and I raise the mug and take off my helmet so I could drink, I guess, because I'm gonna have a sip.
This is our first time seeing Cadium. It's our first time seeing you without your helmet on.
I guess it is, isn't it? We've been in combat this entire time except for today, so.
Just about.
Would you like me to describe what I look like to everybody?
Yes.
I look like I'm a human, obviously, with short but like kind of spiky, waved off to the side kind of hair. I have slightly tan skin that looks kind of worn. I'm 43 years old. I have blonde hair, blue eyes, and yeah, there you go. The age has definitely set in from the years of combat and wear and tear. So.
Cheers to that.
So yeah.
How old are you, Caddy?
He just told
43.
you.
I wasn't. I heard middle age.
And he's picking on us, Cordo, for drinking.
Mm-hmm.
What are you drinking? Are you going to join us?
I will sip on this as it was given as a gift.
Shrovis asks if there's anything. Do you guys need me for anything else?
What you seem pretty
said-
messed up about that.
You said there are
About that.
bigger issues at hand, bigger problems. Is there anything I should be informed about?
Well, one of them is you.
What do you know?
Oh snap!
Have you ever heard the legend of the Charlatan?
The what?
That answers my question. Never mind.
Okay.
Can't leave a man hanging.
Is it concerning? Should I know
No.
more?
On its own, it's not concerning. There is a faction of Ugnaughts that are here on the planet that are trying to weaponize this substance.
Wonderful. So the Ugnaughts aren't gone.
No,
Not
entirely.
I should definitely bring this up with the other speakers.
The next time you meet the speaker of East Haven, mention the name Dearth and tell him to keep a closer eye on the ferry.
The ferry in East Haven's been down for a while.
What do you mean down?
This hasn't been running.
As in, like,
What
it's
else would you think
broken, or
They let me make sure I understand.
I'm not sure. I understand.
East
Like, it's
Haven.
just-
Well, it's the speeder's been trapped in the ice for some time when the ice froze over.
Curious. Well, just pass the word along.
Okay. I mean, the ferry used to come between our town and Caer-Konig.
Really?
Yes, it was. I mean, it was the preferred method of travel before everything froze over.
I suppose so. It's a long land journey to get to any of these cities.
But now we ice fish. Have any of you tried the knucklehead trout that is in the lake?
Not yet. I'll be right back.
It's pretty tasty.
Do they serve it here?
Probably.
All right, I'll get us some knucklehead trout for the table. You all would be so willing.
How much does knucklehead trout cost?
So what makes the trout a knucklehead?
I think I have a picture I can show you. Let me see. Make sure I called the knucklehead trout. Yeah, it's just called knucklehead trout. I definitely have a picture I can show you. Let's see. Player handouts. Player art handouts. It's going to be K. There we go. Why is it not a thing that I can share? Named creature. Oh, I guess it's a creature. Nope. Creature and monster. There it is. Knucklehead trout.
Ah.
That is why it's called knucklehead trout.
He looks like he had it coming.
And so that is why I guess how much does it cost? I know it costs. They have to say the price somewhere in here.
Everybody saw it. What have I missed?
You missed knucklehead trout.
Getting an appetizer.
This the appetizer? Jesus. It looks like somebody ran this over.
He had it coming.
No, he just swam into the side of the tank.
Why is
Over
it
and over and over.
half a credit per fish?
Those credits are hard to come by.
Half a credit of fish, huh?
But
Does it come with fries?
No, it comes with chips.
it's 40 credits to get tackle. It just
What?
doesn't make sense to me.
We're not fishing it.
The Sand King burger.
We are assuming that we can bond over fishing.
We should all go ice fishing.
Drunk ice fishing. That sounds like a great idea.
Well, you guys are welcome to go ice fishing. I am gonna go practice with my blade a little bit if that's what we're gonna do. But
It's okay, so it's 25 credits per fish.
For fish? Can we all share a fish?
I'll happily share, but
Yeah.
I'm not buying one.
All right. I'll pay for it. I'll pay for the fish. Drunkenly give 25 credits to.
What a fellow!
It is
You know, Cordo, you're not half bad.
it is a hearty meal, and it feels great to have some meat besides the hard rations you've been eating.
I just swallowed a whole.
Meat is hard to come by.
Crazy.
No one like that.
Okay. All right, what are we doing now?
Crazy.
Anyway, we've had a lot of leads today.
Yeah.
Yeah, we have.
What are
Where
you
do
guys
you guys
thinking?
plan on going?
Well, we're sitting here now that we're discussing it. All right, I never heard a whole lot more about the murders. Tell me more about. I mean, it seems like a good offer for the amount of gold he was offering. So
There were 3 murders in 3 different towns. East Haven was one of them. I may have mentally blacked out for the rest.
I remember. I raised my hand.
Take the mic.
It was East Haven, Targas, and Brimsl.
Sorry, I didn't catch that last one. What?
Brimsl.
Yeah, that's right. That's
Did somebody
right.
translate?
I say we go to East Haven.
I agree with East Haven. There
Let's
seems to
Seems
be a
to
lot
be a
going
lot
on
of-
in East Haven.
Yes.
show you the map.
Brimsl.
But to get to East Haven, we have to go through Caer-Konig.
Yes. I think before we go any traveling, we should do that tomorrow. And I
should not
think
travel
we
tonight.
should. Yes, I agree. We should not travel tonight. And I think tonight we should spar, and so we can just leave them at first light. We should get some possible materials and equipment. Make sure everything is fully ready for anything that we might encounter.
Okay. If you haven't eaten today, you have to eat a ration.
I think we all just ate a bit.
Yeah, we
of
all
fish.
just.
Okay.
Yeah.
But who's sparring who?
I don't know. Are we all doing
I'm
it?
too drunk.
Like,
I'm too
was all-
drunk. I've had like 10 drinks. I can't spar.
Bodar,
Too drunk to
Bodar
taste
and
it.
I,
I'll spar the winner.
Bodar and
Okay.
I and Son,
Yes.
I guess, are at it. So.
Okay. These are going to be non-lethal sparring. We'll go.
Yes.
I'm
Like
impressed.
it will be,
Son.
it will be with weapons, but it will be, like velocities. Like we're doing training
Yeah.
velocities.
75%.
Let's go here.
I give 110%.
That was my other question.
Make it
I was going to ask.
daytime.
I would love to see where we're going.
Dynamic lighting, daylight mode.
Hello.
Should be able to see on this. You can drag your token out.
No, I see nothing.
I don't see it.
I
Yeah, we
see
don't
it
see
black
it.
Yeah.
Just drag it out onto the screen.
Where?
What
What do you
token?
mean?
Anywhere. So just
Oh.
you should be able to drag your PC's
No.
token. So if I do
I
this,
got nothing.
I don't see anything. It's just black screen.
why
There's
is
no
everyone tiny?
Ah, there we go. Yeah,
Oh
that's
my gosh, there
token.
they
There
are.
we go.
better.
In the void.
Hey, wunderbar.
It's very bright here.
So this is just
Well,
Ah,
Oh.
I'm going big mode.
Hey, he had that.
Super sad.
Okay.
Hey.
Let's do. I'm gonna make sure everyone's got the right token size. You select the token. Save. And then we'll roll initiative.
Right. Don't fail me now.
And we'll use hit points, but it will be all non-lethal.
Gotcha.
Just to
Woo!
simulate.
Can I do like target practice?
Yeah,
Yeah.
You can do target practice. What are you going to use as a target?
Um,
Fun.
Tom's gonna
See-
step down.
Snow berm.
can I use my stun? No.
You could use Bodar.
I will literally destroy you.
Just to test my aim.
Well, that's not going to end well for you.
Use like a pint or something.
Yeah, like some yeah cans.
You just had a you brought the ale from the bar with
Yeah.
you, and you're using
Yes.
the mug.
Yeah.
But you're not wasting any ale, right?
You
It's
drank it
all
all.
No, I
right?
drank it all. Of
All
course.
right.
Oh, good,
Yeah.
good man,
Alright.
good man, good man.
Okay.
I need to reload my E11 anyway after this next shot.
All right. And you're sparring with your lightsaber or not with your lightsaber?
He's sparring with his lightsaber, and I'm sparring with my best gad.
Yes, but I'm not going to draw my lightsaber right away.
Where are you sparring?
That's a good question. Can we go back to the map? Because
Yeah.
that's I just realized one of the questions I was going to ask Trovis and kind of forgot about.
Yeah.
I was thinking like here or
Behind the north light.
here.
I was thinking near the Northern Lights, since that's
Okay,
where we're
what were you
staying.
gonna
right?
ask, Travis?
I was gonna ask where like a good spot to like spar would be.
Anywhere where there's, away from the village, probably a little bit, but
Yeah, I say behind the north of the Northern Light.
Yeah, I agree.
All right.
All right.
All right.
All right. All right. All right.
Let's go back to this, and you rolled initiative, right? So,
Oh yeah, we did. Or at least everyone but Gordo.
Well, Cordo's not in the sparring session
No,
with us, right?
I should still. I'm still gonna still.
all right.
Oh,
Cordo
God,
fires. Cordo, roll to fire.
Okay.
All right. You miss. Vodar.
Strong start.
All right. So first and foremost,
Wait, let me ask: Are you proficient with your blaster rifle?
Am I proficient with my blaster rifle? Yes.
Okay.
I love how you asked yourself that question. Makes me happy.
so
So
before
what-
I do anything, because I have a shit ton of new abilities, I'm gonna throw that bad boy out there, and I'm gonna do that.
Oh.
What?
Well, that's fucked up. We're sparring, you douchebag.
Yeah. No
Like I
first
said,
power.
I have not drawn my lightsaber yet.
What is
I'm gonna do that.
what is kinetic combat die?
For me, it is 1d8.
Okay. So 40. You can increase your speed by 40.
Yeah.
Jesus.
That's insane.
Mother of God.
So the whole point is I can move fast enough where people don't.
How long does
see me.
How long does that last?
It's just one move.
Okay.
The flash for like 5 seconds.
Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's
So is that a bonus
Sorry,
action or an
life.
action?
It's a bonus action.
Okay. Bonus action. Do that.
Nobody heard me.
Yeah, so I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna roll a d8.
It's so cheap. I love it.
So
15 feet.
3, so 15.
So
gosh.
speed's 45. Which means a dash of 90 feet.
Mother of God.
So I'm basically gonna dash to Gordo, him sitting there with his best hat, and I'm gonna basically disarm him. Or at least I didn't disarm him, but grab his wrist with the best car, and then use an arm strike.
I was gonna say, I still think
Okay,
I need
yeah,
to do
roll
a
to
check
attack.
against that, don't I?
Roll to attack. You don't do a check. He just attacks. Okay, that hits for 6 kinetic damage.
Unarmed strike.
Hmm.
I'm cheering y'all on simultaneously.
He's still armed, I would say.
Okay.
You know, it's dishonorable to use the force.
You have much to learn there, Ernest.
Make sure you're marking the hit points on your kick.
Yeah, thank you for reminding me.
San?
Am I sparring? I thought they were sparring.
You can do whatever you'd like during your
Welcome to
initiative
join us.
Hmm.
Anyway,
Can I throw a snowball at him? I don't know if it's
turn.
but
Yeah.
I'd love to
Do
do
it.
that.
Who are you throwing a snowball at?
Bodar.
Right. Roll. Do like a regular ranged weapon attack.
Blaster pistol. Would that
Yeah,
work?
blaster pistol's fine.
Okay.
Okay. You throw it at Bodar. That misses. Kadian.
Well, I'm pissed off because I basically just got pimp slapped by Jedi Flash, and at this point, I would like to cast Assess the Situation on Bodar.
Okay.
Mhm.
Go ahead and click it so I can see.
Cast at what level? I guess
Whatever
Level
one,
1?
probably. You don't have second level powers.
it's an at-will power. It's not supposed to be a level at all. So
Okay, that's weird then.
It'll always ask that. For mine,
Yeah.
like you can do it's the way you slot 'em.
So that's
yeah.
so
Can you
at will
read-
powers can get stronger based on what level you are.
Yeah.
Like
Makes
see
sense.
how it says you get 2 attacks
Yeah,
at 5th level.
in
for the
the higher levels, yeah.
Your advantage next. So you take sensory snapshot. Bodar's got pretty good defenses. But you sense fire would be useful against his furry body. But you know that that would be extremely harmful in this spar. And you have advantage on the next attack roll.
That was my action, right? Yeah, one action.
Yes, one
okay.
action. You can also stay where you are or leave, but you would get an opportunity to attack if you move away.
That's true. What if I moved closer to him?
You can't.
Come closer, buddy. Okay,
Roll
I will
persuasion.
do nothing then.
All right, Porto.
I reload my blaster, so I have a new power cells in it.
You're using power cells? Okay.
Yeah, I'm shooting something.
I guess that's true.
Um,
Power cells aren't cheap.
Oh god, they're not. Trust me, I
They're
just
not.
found out.
I fire at the mug again.
All right, roll.
Let's roll. Yeah.
Bodar.
Not even that. Perfect. That was perfect.
Oh, jeez. Oh.
Christ.
Goodness gracious. All right. So while he's there, while we're sitting here, right? I'm gonna do I'm gonna force do like a backflip to here,
Oh.
and then I'm gonna go ahead.
If Kadium is so chooses, he can opportunity attack. Just so you know.
I do choose if
Okay.
you move.
Yeah.
Which you have clearly.
Which is a melee, so you can melee.
Yeah.
What kind of melee? Does it matter?
It doesn't
Well,
matter.
since okay, well, in that case,
That hits for wow. For 12
Hold on.
For 12 kinetic.
Which I have this.
Is that a reaction?
Sorosu?
Yeah.
No, it's the first time I take damage in a contact.
okay,
Whatever.
well, so
Okay.
you still take the 12, but now it's halved, right? Oh no, the
Yeah.
first time you take it, it is halved.
Mhm.
Okay.
So you take half.
Before
Yeah.
the end of your next turn, yeah, reduced by half. Okay.
Well, before the first time you take, you didn't say that you
From a
took that form.
Oh, do I have to say that?
Well,
Yeah.
it should say that you have like an
Don't you?
action or something, or a bonus action, because it says before your end of your next turn, so it takes up something.
I need.
Oh, yeah. It doesn't say that in the thing. It just says lightsaber forms is a form that you choose as a. Hold on, I'll have to look at it again.
What chapter is that in? Christ, there's so much shit in there.
Yeah, big book.
Yeah, it's
Lightsaber forms. Here we go. Chapter 6.
chapter 6i.
Lightsaber
Sorosu.
form.
The first time you take kinetic energy or ion damage from a weapon, that's all it says.
So
That's what I'm saying. I think
lightsaber
it's just.
form.
Before the end of your next turn.
I think it's just the first time
Lightsaber form rules.
There you go.
That works too. Oh, here we go.
You can't choose a lightsaber form more than once, even. What does it say about Saurus? It doesn't have.
That's literally all it says.
That's so weird. Oh, it's you adopt the form on your bonus action, so you have to use a bonus action.
Oh, so okay.
Why did my clock just decide to reset? What the heck?
It's interesting.
Somebody hacking you, bro?
Hackers, man.
Hackers be hacking.
It's
Not me.
19 degrees Celsius in here. Thanks, clock.
Yay.
I'll fix
It's
it
like,
later.
what, 45 degrees Fahrenheit? Just kidding, I have no idea.
66. Okay. Then, if that's the case, then Bodar's, you beat him.
Yeah.
So Bodar falls into the snow.
Didn't a Jedi know that underhanded tricks don't work on most people?
Yeah. Well, I wish I knew how to activate Sarosu.
Well, now we know. Lesson learned. The master is learned. The apprentice teaches the master.
Mm.
All right, San. You see that
Actually-
Kadium just beat Bodar. Are you going to take advantage?
Yeah, I kind of want to fight Cadium, but mostly because I really want to try out this new maneuver. Okay.
Bring it up.
So I'm gonna send that. That's what I want to try. And do I just? Yeah.
You have to roll.
I...
You have to roll to hit.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'll roll with my weapon.
And then you add a superiority die to that. That's cool.
Hang on a second.
Yeah, the superiority to the damage, and if the target is okay,
My
so
superiority
that
die
hits,
is
he
1d4.
takes 7 damage. Roll a d4.
Mm-hmm.
So 11,
Oh,
11 total damage.
God damn.
And then he has to make a strength save. Okay, he's not knocked prone.
Dang.
Definitely not knocked prone. Bitches. Okay, well, at this point, I'm like reeling from the fact that I just got like fucking ninja assaulted, basically.
I was mad.
So I will cast Assess the Situation on her. Okay. Blah blah, whatever. Level 1. Fuck it. Submit.
What is San's weakness?
Go
ahead and give me your
puzzle?
stats. Go give me your stats on the top down.
On what?
You mean
What's your lowest?
her,
What's your lowest ability score?
her intelligence?
Between intelligence and wisdom, -1 modifier.
Yeah, she ain't real smart.
You can scan. You scan the Zabrak brain and. That's so mean. You can tell there's. I was gonna say.
Do what you gotta do, man.
You can tell there's not much going on in that brain. Not very neurons firing. You're pretty sure you can outsmart the Zabrak in some way. All right, Cordo.
I see what's going on, and I use my incite action.
What is that?
I click on it.
Yes, please tell us.
So, say it.
It should send. If it doesn't, you can copy paste it and put it in.
Sure. So, on my turn, I can use an action to extend superiority die to bolster the resolve of an ally within 30
So who do you bolster?
30 feet.
All right, what are you gonna say?
You can do it.
Which ally? Which ally?
Oh,
Who are
just
you?
on.
Oh,
Oh.
fuck you.
You're not too bad,
You can
Cordo.
add your maneuverability modifier to. What's your modifier? Your maneuverability modifier.
Which one
Where
did
do
you
I
choose?
I chose insight, but
Right now, so for the that's a maneuver, right?
yeah.
Is it a mental or a physical or a general?
Oh, yes. Good question. I just chose it. Mental.
Then it
Okay.
can be wisdom, intelligence, or charisma.
Wisdom, intelligence. I choose wisdom.
Okay. What's your modifier?
Modifier is 20.
No.
No.
The plus or minus. So
Plus
+5.
5.
Okay.
God damn.
I'm so happy.
Why?
so
Holy
upbeat. I love it.
All right, roll. I guess it's Bodar's turn. Bodar's just watching it this time. San.
Um. Let's.
You get +5 damage to whatever you do, which is
Okay.
I have a quick question.
Yeah.
Can we treat this kind of like, since it's Son and I like fighting, or am I allowed to do like, if she attacks me with a weapon, am I allowed to parry as like a reaction? Since we're both fighting with melee weapons?
You have to have the parry ability. So there's some like that's a maneuver.
Yeah, I remember seeing
Is
that
it?
one. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
I had to even learn
We
deflection.
were just talking about that with Dark Souls. Remember
Interesting.
Oh,
last time?
shit. I could have rolled deflection, damn it.
You really, you got so much stuff.
Yeah, look at this. I should have rolled that. That's okay.
Okay. I guess I'll just use my double sword and swing that way. I have a question. So I also have action surge, and it says that you can add an additional action on top of your regular action. So would that
Yeah.
mean like I could strike twice if I wanted to?
Yes.
Okay. Well, I don't want to kill the guy. So I'll just use my double sword.
I just want to drag this out, you know?
The 16 hit. Yeah.
My armor is 16.
So you knock him out.
Yep, you knocked my ass down, pro show.
Oh, I'm sorry,
'Cause
buddy.
that's 12 damage
Yep.
from Cordo's
That just-
ability.
That just equals 0, right? Since we're just doing like
We're not-
non-combative.
You don't go to negatives. The only time the negatives matter is if you lose hit points equal, like if you go into the negatives equal your positive. So let's say someone does 40 damage to Kadium, he dies.
It's fair.
But it has to be all at
Outright
once. It has to be
dead.
all at once.
Okay.
So San has just won the spar. Cordo.
Ah.
I'm gonna shoot that mug.
Damn.
You hit the mug.
Whoa!
And it pops.
Yes, let's
Yay.
go.
I'm gonna run over and give you a high five.
Roll.
All right, high five.
Cordo, roll 2 more. Roll 3 attack rolls. So
3 attack
So
rolls.
do that 3
okay.
3 times.
Okay, 3 more times or 2 more times?
3.
1, 2, 3.
Okay.
Jesus.
Even with practice, you don't sense that you've gotten better.
Oh.
Damn.
Hey, play that Discord.
Way to bring down morale.
And then since I'm standing next to Bodar now, I look at it and it's like, so when do we begin the force trading?
Did you sense me? Well, we can start now.
Why don't we start now?
Okay. Did you sense me when I moved?
Can we hear what he said?
Sorry.
Sorry.
Kadium roll. Go ahead and make a force roll.
Okay.
Oh, what are you gonna choose for your force ability?
I'm assuming it's the same thing, wisdom or charisma.
It
So.
would be charisma, because
Would it?
well, in this case, I believe because you're training under Bodar,
That would make sense.
you're using charisma.
Why would I use? Okay.
Unless, wait, what is your wisdom higher?
Yes.
Roll both. Let's see which one gets higher. Okay, wisdom gets higher. So your natural wisdom, I would say, as you get better, your charisma might improve. Because
Okay.
that might be how you train. But with the 15, you did feel like you sensed him. Something triggered your ability to knock him down before he backflipped away. Even though he was moving at insane speeds.
I feel like I could sense you a little bit. I feel like I sensed your movement right as you did the backflip. That's how I knew to come and do the chop. The chop.
Well, that is
Swish your stab.
the first steps into a much larger galaxy.
Make sure you write down that wisdom is your current force ability. Guardian.
Okay.
So do me and Cordo now know that Cadium's force sensitive?
I mean, you've seen him kind of training under Bodar in some way. But you would witness.
Pretty
this.
interesting.
Yeah.
Why are you guys looking at me very auspiciously?
We had no secret conversations without you.
Yeah. Yep.
If you must know, I brought it up to him in private more because he would be the only one who understood, and because if we're going to fight people who have the clear ability to use the Force, I'd also like an upper hand too. So
I'm gonna look at Cordo knowingly.
Yeah. Maybe we should all share in this knowledge. We can all be better
Force
prepared.
sensitive.
Is Bodar willing to take on more apprentices?
If they're force sensitive.
I'm not.
Yeah.
I'm not either, but I don't have
Wait.
to trade anyway. So
What is Cordo? You can DM me
What is
if you don't know.
He's a Keldor.
Like, is he force sensitive?
Oh.
That's up to Michael. I don't. Okay.
Let's like it.
If you don't know, we can do what we did earlier. But oh, Michael's busy.
Yeah. Keep going. Yeah.
Okay. Good. Then we'll have Bodar roll like you did before.
Okay. So we'll start with Cordo.
Yep. Cordo does seem to have some kind of force sensitivity.
Okay. Before I say anything, let's go to Sun. I'm gonna roll Sun as well.
ain't much going on in there.
San also seems to have some kind of natural sensitivity. Both of them. What was the roll?
I don't even remember
earlier?
what mine was.
Yeah,
I have no idea what mine even was.
it was pretty low. It was like a
12 or something like that.
Yours was like a 13. Yeah, 12 or 13.
I mean, they're not much better. Like, it's not amazing, but with training, they should all be able to use the Force in some way.
Interesting. Well, I will take both of them, but they gotta learn Shuriuk.
Yeah, it would take a long time to train them to be full Jedi.
Is he assessing this? Is this all in, like
That's all in his head. Yeah.
on his head? Okay.
Mm-hmm. So, Mendos, please translate for me. I will train them some,
He will train you some,
but they must learn Shuriuk.
but you must learn Shuriwook.
I'd be happy to learn Shiriwook, but if
Or I will
too-
add a caveat by a translator.
No, it's a test of their dedication to
It's a
learning.
matter of respect.
Yes,
Never mind.
exactly.
Take my last statement away.
I'd be
Exactly.
willing. I'd be willing to learn the language regardless. But if it's too difficult, or if it takes too long of a time to have, more than 2 apprentices.
I can
so
attest
next session we'll travel to Caer-Konig.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Cool.
I can tell you from experience that it takes some time to learn Shuriwook. So.
Well,
if we're all learning
Cadium?
together.
Well, Cadium, you will be teaching them.
Oh boy.
Now, understand, the Force is a pathway to many abilities, some of which seem unnatural. One of those things just so happens to be understanding of language.
Bodar, roll perception.
Okay?
Ooh, secrets.
Good.
And
Interesting.
we'll end this session there.
Oh boy.
Da, 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 da.
All right.